Hello everyone, welcome to SQL Pulse. Myself Ravi Shekhar. It's been very long time to upload the videos in YouTube, and as I have some other commitments, I was unable to do it. But this time I come up with very important and very portable application for all the DBAs. So with this utility tool, you can copy and you can move and you can perform cleanup actions on the drives, and many of you know already about this Robocopy, but only few of them are using in the real environments. But this is very amazing utility, amazing command. So to use this, you don't need any scripting knowledge or any command scripts. Just you can play with a simple GUI tool. You can perform any action, copy, move or delete. So I will explain how it works, and you can play with it. Okay, so the main problem here is why I have developed this solution. When we are copying the backup files or any kind of CSV files or any important files, to copy from one location to another location, usually we will perform Control C and Control A. So manual process, so it is very slow for the larger data. And if you want to filter the data by using, for example, in a normal copy, you can select one by one by one file by file you can select and you can copy. So there is no filtering mechanism to copy the files, and whatever the files that you are copying, there is no logging, right? And sometimes it may risk we may not be able to copy, and sometimes it is getting failed. Okay, and no recovery in case of any failures. Okay, so I come up with a solution. I have built this Robocopy utility tool, which is completely GUI based automation utility tool, and it supports multi-threaded. So in the manual copy process, you cannot perform multi-threading mechanism to copy the large files, but Robocopy can support this one. And my utility tool, the one which I have created, it is having very advanced filtering options. So in the manual process, you can't able to perform the filtering mechanism to copy .bak or .csv or .trn files, but this utility tool will help you a lot in terms of advanced filtering, and it will also logging and the monitoring what files are copied and what is the status. It will completely logging into the log file. So first of all, before running this utility, make sure we need to have a admin privileges. First, the utility will check whether you have admin permissions or not, and then the utility will launch with admin permissions to avoid permission failures. So the main architecture in the backbone of this utility tool, I have completely used PowerShell scripting with Windows Forms GUI applications, and then the complete background I have used Robocopy with multiple options, and I also added logging and timers. How much time it has taken, the starting time and ending time, everything it will be logging in the background. So what it will do is, in the background, whatever the action that you are performing, for example either copy or move or delete, in the background it will be created in the form of jobs, and it will also count the number of files and the bytes, how much size you are copying, and if there is any error, the error information will be tracked, and you can see the progress as well, how much percentage it is copied, how many files are copied. You can able to see in this utility tool, and which is very user friendly GUI. You no need for any scripting knowledge. You can play very simple and very user friendly GUI, and you can perform copy, move and delete operations, and you can perform the filer and controller operations as well. The main advanced filtering is, you can filter with the help of extensions, or you can filter like whenever you are copying or moving or deleting the files, you can give extensions, or you can give any file name which contains the file, or you can also use date after files. For example, if I want to delete the files after March 1st, or date before, or March 1st before files I need to delete, or else if I need to delete or if I need to copy the files in between the date, so I can able to, this tool can be able to copy the files as well. And performance optimization, as this Robocopy is using multi-threading mechanism, so it is a very high performance. You can able to copy the large files as well, and it also supports restartable transfers and network resilient as well. So the main advantage here is you can see the real-time progress bar, how much files it is copied, how much amount of size it is copied, and you can see the live status as well in the utility tool. So in terms of logging, so it will log the execution logs, and if any errors it will be captured, and audit trails and RCS support also will be available in the logging and auditing section. Coming to the error handling, if there is any errors happen, it will capture, and whatever the files are failed to copy, it will capture the information, and it will also show you the error display on the UI as well. And no crash on failure. If something is happening, if there is any failure happening in the background, so the application won't be crashed, it will be supported as is. So, and you can perform the cancel and cleanup as well. So timer cleanup, job termination, everything will be tracked properly. The main, if we take many use cases, usually DBAs will copy the backup files from private production server to UAT or UAT dev, or one server to another server. Frequently we will be copying the files, right? So while copying the files, if you want to specific the file name, you can mention, or if you want to copy multiple files with extension name, you can copy it, and you can perform archival and log cleanup. And when you're performing the server migration, so as you are performing the server migration from one server to another server, you can copy the files using this utility tool. So the manual versus Robocopy. So manual is very slower, but Robocopy is very faster in terms of transferring the files from source to destination, and it is very reliable compared to manual process, and everything is logged in the Robocopy, and you can perform filtering option, and which is very safety and enterprise ready utility tool. Okay, so now I will go with the utility tool, how it works, and what are the things that we can able to perform. I will show you. Okay, so if you can see here, this is a very portable .exe file. So I have converted the script into a very portable application. You just need to launch this application. First it will check the permissions and whether you have admin permissions or not, and then if you have admin permission, then it will launch with run as admin. So here you can able to see SQL Pulse, move data faster and smarter and safer, and here you can see from which host you are running, then which login you are running, and it will show the live time information and cores, how many cores you have, processors, sockets and memory which is assigned to this system. Okay, for example, if I wanted to copy the files from one location to another location, so here the beautiful advantage here is you can able to copy local drive to local drive, or local drive to shared drive, or shared drive to local drive, or shared drive to shared drive. You can perform anything in this simple utility tool. For example, I am going to my drive. So here I have a folder name called Mongo. Okay, so I am giving a folder, I am copying this folder. Here my folder is having all the HTML files, right? So this is my source, Mongo is my source. Okay, and I am storing in, so F drive, for example, here I have okay, yeah. So for example, in F drive I have a GUI folder. Now I am copying all the files from D drive to F drive. As I mentioned, you can also use shared drive path as well. So now I am giving local drive, but you can give from server to server also possible, but cross domain it is not possible until and unless if you have permission to copy the files, then you can able to. Okay, or else it will copy local drive to local drive, or local drive to shared drive to shared drive, and shared drive to local drive also it supports. For example, here if I didn't mention anything, here file name contains, right? So if I go to the Mongo, okay, here you can see all are started with MongoDB health only. Okay, so what I wanted to do is, here I'll just mention health. Okay, I'm not giving any full name. So file name contains means if the file is having any the word which matches the file name, it will copy all the files. Okay, it will copy all the files. Or else what you can do is, you can mention .html. Okay, .html. So if you want to copy only .html files, you can use these files. Okay, so or else if I wanted to copy the files from this one is January 14th, right? For example, January 14th I have selected and date before. So in between January 14th to, for example, you can select from 1st of February. So if you select here, so after January 14th, whatever the files we are having, all the files till February 1st, all the files with extension of .html files will be copied. Or else here we have one more option is older than 10 days. For example, if I mention older than 30 means, if any files is older than 30 days, all the files will be copied. Okay, all the 30 days older files will be copied. So as this is already crossed 30, right? So I am just giving an extension of .html and have given 30. Okay, so I am not checking anything this part, and just hit it. Okay, so total of 10 files completed, total 10 files copied to the target. So after copying the file, you will get a prompt. Do you want to keep the files in source? Okay, as we have already copied, do you want to keep the files as is on the source? If you want to keep the files, click no. If you want to delete the files as it is already copied, if you want to perform delete operation, you can click on yes. If you don't want to delete, click on no. So now let's go to this GUI folder. If you can see, all the file extensions are with .html older than 30 days. This is how this works for the filtering mechanism. Okay, either you can use date range, okay, either date after or date before or date range, or you can also use older than. Any only one will be supporting, either older than or date range or date after or date before. Only one will be supporting here. Okay, now let's come to this another part, another additional option section. If you can see here, include subdirectories. If my folder is having any subdirectories, it will also copy the subdirectories and its corresponding files. Okay, so here there is a, when I check here, okay, when I check the include subdirectories, there is a additional checkbox is open. It is enabled. So what it means here is flatten structure. If you select this one, for example, my subdirectory is having multiple folders. Okay, so I don't want to copy all the folders. I need only the files which is containing inside the folders. Then only I will select this flatten structure. Otherwise, if you select the include subdirectories, all the subdirectories will be copied as is. The structure and the files will be copied as is. Okay, and by default skip existing files will be selected. If the file is already existed on the target, it will skip. Okay, or else if you want to replace the existing files, if you can see here, automatically skip will be unchecked. Okay, replace existing, if the file is already existed, it will be overwritten. Okay, and then file fast, and by default whenever we are copying the files, okay, so sometimes we can copy, we will not check whether it is a large file or a small file. So what it will do is, first it will copy the small files first. It will check the size of each file, and small files will be copied because it is very faster than the large files. So first it will copy the small files and followed by larger files. Or else if you want to copy the large files first, then you can click on start big first, which means the large files will be copied first and followed by small files. Okay, and large file and restartable also you can use this one. Okay, so for example, include subdirectories. I have selected replace existing files. It's up to you, but whenever you uncheck this sort big first, automatically small first will be copied. What I'll do is I'll reports here. I have some reports here. I'm copying. This is my source. Okay, here I have some subdirectories as well, right? Subdirectories, right? So on the reports folder I have additional scripts folder. Under SQL complaints I have multiple files. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to copy this folder D reports. Okay, so this is my D reports. Okay, under the D reports, whatever the files we are having, okay, I'm not only selecting HTML files, it will copy all the files. It will copy all the files, include subdirectories. It will include all the subdirectories as well. So scripts and mark backup files, HTML files, everything will be copied. Okay, just click on hit. Automatically first it will check the space and then it will copy the files. So total we have 8 files. Out of 8 it is copied 7 files. Okay, so why it is taking time? Because there might be a very big file it is there, so that's why it is taking. But everything you can, once the files are copied, it will show the complete progress as well. Okay, so once all the files are copied, if you want to keep the source file, just click on no, or else you can click on yes to delete. Okay, so we have performed the copy operation. Okay, for example, before moving into the next one, if you want to see the log, just click on view log. You can see, do you want to see the full log, or if you want to see the errors only, or if you want to see the cancel information. I wanted to see the full log, just click on yes. So this is the at what time it is started, what operations you are performing, what is the destination. So everything will be selected, what files and which the files are copied to which location. It will give the overall information, the total processor size also you will be getting this information. This is really helpful for a DBS to perform copy operations. Not only DBS, mostly DBS will be using this kind of copy operation. This is a very fantastic tool. You don't need any scripting knowledge, you don't need any command, anything. You can play with very simple GUI tool. Likewise, if you want to perform move operation, just the same, there is nothing changed, same operations you can perform, control X, control Y, but everything will be GUI based model. Okay, and another one is you can perform delete operation. For example, if you want to perform the delete operation, so obviously in delete operation we will be deleting in one location, right? Either you can pass local drive or shared drive, whatever it is, you can pass it. The filters and options, everything is same. Everything is same. Okay, and then here you can see threads. So these threads will be automatically calculated based on the cores and processors. Okay, so obviously if our system is having high cores and high process, obviously the speed will be very good, right? So it will automatically detect and it will start the operations. If you need this utility tool, you can ping me on the chat, okay, and I will share this tool as well. And I hope this utility tool will really help you to copy the files or move the files or delete the files. Okay, so if you have any doubt, just comment it. Okay, I will reply to the comments, and I will come up with another very useful tool or utility in the next video. I have implemented couple of very portable utilities for DBS, so I'll come up with another important utility tool in the next video. Thank you.